Good day to you, Aries. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for your first week of August. So as per normal, just take what resonates with you, Aries, and leave what doesn't. Those of you who feel that this reading is not resonating with you, please look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. Those of you that are cross-reading, I hope this is going to be of some help for you. So let's start, Aries. You've got this beautiful, the Star card coming up, and this is Aquarius energy as well. You've got the Four of Wands, the Hangman, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Strength, which is also Leo energy, the Emperor, your energy, Aries, and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So we've got those cards in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. So we have a situation here. A lot of you are holding on to your dreams, have a vision for yourself. Some of you could be expecting miracles and literally wishing upon a star. And maybe also feeling a certain level of connectedness, letting go, surrendering to the universe, surrendering to the greater good for yourself so that things can improve. But, feeling this sense of letting go, which is very important right now, that sense of letting go and not holding on to things that don't serve you anymore. Because too often we can allow ourselves to get stuck in situations and circumstances because we keep holding on to things that don't suit us anymore. And we see you are letting go and just really surrendering and being open to that with this Hangman energy. We also see that there's a lot of playfulness and fun coming towards you. You wanting to enjoy your life, explore life in a more fun manner, and and express yourself through creativity. That is very, very amazing. But there's this misunderstanding that's coming through. There's this energy of misunderstanding where some of you need to put up some boundaries between yourself and others. Some of you could be feeling very misunderstood. Some of you could also be just in a state of feeling as though you are lacking preparation, and that is really just all that you need is this more preparation for yourself and for your situation and for where you are in your life right now. However, there is also this sense of, you are having this, going through this extremely intuitive phase, and you are feeling very ready to express yourself, both, emotionally and spiritually. You're coming from this deep intelligence, wanting to share with others and connecting with others. But for some reason, some of you seem to be very stuck in your head. You seem to be very stuck in your head, and you're having these limited thinking, limited, sense of self, limited observance of what is going on around you. And this is actually causing you to feel very disempowered, feeling very much as though you don't want to follow the way you've been taught things. You don't want to follow old traditions, old customs. You don't want to follow things that are outdated. You got to also be very mindful, Aries, that you're not carrying this energy with you of becoming an emotional bully, of just pushing ahead, wanting things the way you want it, and allowing yourself to become very disagreeable and disgruntled with others. Some of you could also be dealing, because this is your energy, the Emperor energy, and it's in reverse. So some of you are allowing yourself to become very unhappy in your situations. We see that, allowing yourself to view things from a different point of view is, some of you are not used to that, and we're finding yourselves feeling quite confused. And because of where you're at right now, Aries, some of you could be feeling that this is not a natural state for you to be in, and some of you could just very well be wanting to control things. The desire to control the outcome seems to be very strong for some, and all you need to do is allow things to happen for you without you controlling that. We have the Death card, the Star card. This goes here. Seven of Swords on the Hanged Man, Queen of Pentacles. You have the Page of Cups, the Hermit, Virgo energy, This is Capricorn energy. You got the Sun card, 10 of Wands, King of Cups. That's a good, you've got the King and Queen of Cups in this reading. It's about being, you should be striving to be more emotionally balanced. So we got this, there's this change that is happening. Some of you may be finding yourself midstream with having to change your goals and your dreams, or very much so having to go back to the core of what is important for you. You could be feeling very betrayed as you are changing your perceptions of things. Some of you could have actually started something that was new. You went upon a new path, a new relationship of some kind. You decided to just almost let go of how you were doing things, and you surrendered to this new way of being. And it still left you feeling very betrayed. Some of you could be realizing that it, just the way that this new way of doing things just didn't work for you very well. We see what's coming through this. There's this almost like there's a lot of energies around you, Aries. There's a lot of different things that are happening in a lot of different Aries' lives. There's some that are enjoying this spontaneity, this wonderful life where there's fun, there's not feeling accomplished, feeling as though they've got everything together and they can plan towards the future. It's almost as though when you're doing things by yourself, you're feeling more empowered. But when you're getting involved with others or following something with others, this is where you seem to be losing some of yourself. We see that some of you most probably are not having boundaries with regards to a love situation. And as much as you want to flow with this love and with this gratitude that you have and this creativity, there's this call for you to actually, choose your path wisely, to surrender within yourself and to create this happy family environment for yourself, that there's going to be this long-term joy. Some of you could be in a relationship with a Leo, could have a Leo person in your space, and it seems to be a very difficult relationship for some of you. Some of you could be having a very wishful relationship with this Capricorn person. Or others could be finding themselves with a Virgo person where they just want to flow with love towards this Virgo person. Some of you could be feeling very challenged within your situations. And even though you are embarking on a new path and you're feeling as though the old way of doing things doesn't suit you anymore, you do need to be aware that you should treat yourself and treat those around you from a loving point of view, allowing this love energy to flow from yourself to them. It's very important that you realize that you can choose wisely. You have planted good seeds for yourself, and you can make some wise choices for yourself. However, don't allow people to rush you into things. Don't allow people to force you into making decisions that you are not ready to make. Aries, you need to be very mindful. You've got the Seven of Swords twice in this reading. You've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy coming up here. Some of you could be feeling you got Justice, Libra energy. So there's a situation of, some of you are feeling very rushed in situations. There's things that are happening on a level that is not making you very happy, where there's betrayal, where you're distressed about things, where there's deceit. Some of you could be facing a lot of loss and anxiety, a lot of lack of balance in your life. There's this, it's like a lot of chaos seems to be happening. Some of you could be feeling very miserly as well. You're going through this phase of, wondering, why is it that you have to be the one that has to make the sacrifices? Why do you have to be the one that has to make all these changes? We see this coming through here. We see this coming through that, you are feeling very displaced. A lot of you have to look at the anxiety. Where is it coming from? Why are you feeling this way? What is going on in your space, in your head space, that you feel like this? Some of you may also have to give up, maybe feeling that you just want to give up situations. You don't want to put in the extra effort. You don't want to work too hard for things. You just really feel as though you're wasting your time. And you have to be very mindful in the things that you're getting involved in. You got to be mindful about where you're wasting your time, where you're spending your time, and if it's actually going to be a good outcome for you. You need to also realize that some of you could also be feeling, because you're not putting these boundaries around yourself, you could be feeling as though you are struggling to maintain your material success. And that's because you're not putting boundaries with the people that you need to have boundaries with. And it's important that you realize that you need to create the boundaries for yourself. You can't expect other people to just respect these lines if you don't mark them. You need to do that. You need to create balance within yourself. Some of you could be having a lot of issues where you don't have balance within yourself, within your situations. Things are just upside down. Some of you could be feeling as though life is not treating you fairly, and as though you don't have any choices and any options. So there's a lot of negative thinking that is coming through here, Aries. You're going from a stage of being very grounded and having the world opening up to you getting carried away in your mind, allowing your fears and your thoughts and your traumas to take hold and to actually put you totally off course. So this is important that you realize that you need to take control of what is going on. Let's draw some more cards from the Energy Oracle, because we can see that your mind is really just creating nightmares where there doesn't seem to be anywhere. You could actually have gone on a very positive path, but just as the choices that are being made are very ego-based and is not serving you, not serving your highest good. What do you need to do? You need to take some time out for rest and rejuvenation so that you can find that door to personal healing and happiness and move forward. Even those of you that are interested in someone else, that person is also in a place of absolute happiness, feeling as though they are ready for something more. But we also see that some of you have a lot of attachment to the past, which you need to work through. That attachment to the past is not going to serve you very well, because it stifles your growth, it stifles your understanding of what is happening, and it just doesn't allow you to become the best version of yourself, Aries. And that's what we want to try to avoid. Situations that limit us and prevent us from becoming the best versions of ourselves. Some of you need to have a more logical approach to things. Realize that there's a place of creativity, there's a place of new beginnings, and all of those new beginnings you need to be able to apply some forceful energy to your situations to create this. And maybe your person, some of you could be involved with somebody who's not taking the initiative, who's not actually making an effort to make things work, and you need to allow them that space to create that confidence to move towards you. You cannot force the issue with them. Maybe they're just quite content right now to be where they're at, but it could also be a sign that some of you are dealing with blockages when it comes to your heart chakra. It's important that you need to realize this. Some of you could be stuck and remembering long past events, things that might have happened a long time ago, but it's still causing you a lot of pain, and it's also detracting from you receiving new love and new love situations. You need to heal what was broken, what was hurt, what was damaged, and allow love to come back. You cannot be stuck in the past, because by being stuck in the past, you are causing and allowing new love opportunities to pass you by. So Aries, there's a lot of self-work that you need to do. And if you look at this card, rest and rejuvenation, if you can get to this point where you can start and putting good meditation practices into place, be cognizant of yourself, be cognizant of what you're doing, you'll find that you can avoid a lot of the drama that you are faced with, a lot of the issues that are rising up towards you, a lot of the confusions that seems to be attacking you. So you can just allow yourself to move on from there. So let us have a look here at what does the Sacred Traveler have to say for you, Aries. A lot of stuff happening, and sometimes you've got to be so mindful, Aries, that our minds create the greatest trauma. Really, it does. Finding sanctuary. Get that, finding sanctuary. Protected. You are protected by angels. Wise leader. So this is very, very important that you realize what you should take out of this reading is that even though some of you might be feeling so upside down and so confused and so going through all of these things, know that you can find sanctuary if you surrender to your divine higher self. It's important that you do that and that you realize and understand that you are protected by angels, that you are cherished by them. And if you can allow yourself to surrender and open yourself to the protection and love of angels, you can also realize and understand that you are a beacon for others. You are a wise leader that others rely on. So you need to bring this calm into your space, into yourself, into your spirit, so that those around you that look up to you and seek your guidance can find it with you, and you can be the best version of yourself, Aries. All paths lead home, Starseed message. You know, we sometimes forget ourselves with everything that is happening. We are so busy looking outside for our answers instead of looking towards ourselves. I mean, we have wisdom within ourselves, and and we have this wisdom. And what you do need to do is that you need to, when you get to this place of rest and rejuvenation, it's important that you look within yourself. It's important that you take cognizance of yourself. Look at that. It's important that you develop a very reliable relationship with your spirit, with your soul. It's important. It's important that you realize that by creating this deep connection, that you can cause a lot of sorry, I've got this awful frog in my throat, that you can, connect with others. Those of you that are feeling as though you are empaths, and you may know that you're an empath, you may feel the need to want to cut yourself off from the rest of the world because it just hurts too much to stay connected to people, and you shouldn't do that. You should try to have a daily practice where you check in with your spirit, you check in with yourself, to draw wisdom from within so that you can be the authority in your life. You need to just maybe develop or switch up your spiritual practices, or get into the habit of turning your gaze within yourself. Start your day by being centered before everything in the outside world starts to consume you. So you need to create the sense of home within yourself that you can literally go to during the course of the day, with no matter what is happening, whatever stress or trauma you're going through. You can take a deep breath and just center on the sense of home and being at home. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading, Aries. And if you did, please remember to subscribe and to share my videos with your friends. And please take care until next time. Goodbye.